Okay. Okay. Give me a minute, folks. Let me talk to you. Not in the dark though. This is what I should have did in Halloween, with all the candles like I did last year. But I was working on Dark Carnival, hoping for more people to get in. So because of that, I was waiting for people to show up, but only a few people did, and now it's okay. But I shouldn't be just waiting on the Dark Carnival stuff. But you know what, guys? Tonight I shall talk to you about, I have been thinking about something. And I was saying this while in someone's premiere, saying this person was like, no, no rude comments are allowed. And, like, okay, this person, some people criticize this person, right? Like, there are a difference between being negative and there's a difference of criticizing somebody and being a dick. And I know the difference. Like, I know this person's like so totally afraid of criticism. Like, they'll be like, no negative comments or you're gonna get reported. For what? Calling you this and that, and calling you this, that, and the third? Stupid. But this person is a very this person is a very, 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 very manipulative person. You're probably like, Bugsy, then how do you know them? Because I know them from another friend, but that's not the point. They're the kind of person that just sees anybody talking, probably getting notes or creatively trying to tell them to fix their thing, and they see that as an attack. Kind of like how Ian Flynn kind of sees anything as an attack if you like negatively talk about him, and that's how his little fans are too, because they ain't never tried to actually work at something, or not even work at something, like try make something creatively, then get like a bunch of messed up negative comments, and actually have to deal with that. But actual critiques, they'll just see as like, it's not necessary, it's unneeded. And that's the thing about like being a critic. Sometimes you you deal with a lot of people who have like differing opinions. And I remember back in the day with X Play, oh man, there used to be a message board full of people talking about how freaking Adam and Morgan were this, that, and the third. And trust me, I remember it. I was there. And the thing is, like, certain people just can't deal with any kind of criticism whatsoever. Now, like, the person I'm talking about, they just think their shit is perfect and don't need to be perfected. When sometimes criticism and sometimes negative comments, if they're not being too harsh or too dickish, because you can kind of tell when someone's actually just critiquing you from a good place, or using the word critique to just be a dick to you. Trust me, there was that incident with Matt too that said he was just like, I'm just critiquing you. I'm like, no, you're not. You're just being an asshole because I said something about you, and that's why. Because that's the same kind of thing. People use those kinds of use the word critique to say, hey, don't get mad, I'm critiquing you. But me, I'll say what's wrong with your stuff and tell you how you can like work on it, fix it, make it better. Because that's the whole reason of a critique. To give the person who's working on that some notes so they can understand how to better fix and do their project better. Except for like when X Play would go balls in when it came to Dragon Ball Z. Now that was kind of a different thing altogether. In the time that freaking Morgan said something about she said something about Avatar and Kim Possible. I mean, they were joking, but like, people back in those days, they were pretty much like, you motherfuckers, how dare you? And I love X Play, even when Adam was saddled with the dubious task of like reviewing Dragon Ball Z. I thought that stuff was funny. Nowadays people would take offense to that, so like everybody from X Play, like be careful how you review the next Dragon Ball game because there's a Dragon Ball Breakers coming out and don't get Adam to review it. Might open up some old wounds. I'm just saying. Might open up some very old wounds. Or some people will probably think it's retro. Either way. I just feel like, yes. Like, don't be a dick to people. But don't be a dick to people. When you critique somebody, that comes from a good place. It comes from a place of honesty and love and a bunch of other shit. Because you actually say when I was reviewing when I was reviewing when I wanted to review how I wanted to review Neo Yokio and how I ripped that apart. I wanted to like it. I seriously did, especially because they did like a little Rama reference. But I was so burnt out by all the stupid stuff that Neo Yokio was doing. I just was like, yeah, not really feeling it. Or, there's a lot. There was this one lost review I had of Mario in the Music Box, where I thought it's creepy, it's horrifying, but I feel like you shouldn't like put Mario characters in it because I don't know, putting Mario in like a serious situation and Mario doesn't get more serious about it. He just kind of gets more and more terrified as the game goes on. And then there's the freaking the update where Luigi goes psycho, Mario goes psycho. It's just a bunch of it. I just felt like Mario the Music Box had a story, but it just the last two updates I ever seen was just gore for the sake of gore. And don't get me wrong, I like me a good horror game that can scare the shit out of me and literally make me go, oh god. I'm keeping the lights on for right now. But I just felt like Mario the Music Box for me was just, oh okay, tap the space bar, okay, tap it, yeah, I'm tapping on it, okay. And then there were so many things that just basically shock you. So you're just sitting there going. So you're just sitting there, and you're just going, okay. Okay, but there's another review I wanted to like. Oh yeah, guys. Honestly, okay. Here's something that I never really got to reviewing, but I'll tell you now. I really wanted to like the IDW comics because it was something. It was gonna be different than Archie, so I was willing to accept it. The first issue was kind of okay, and then as it trudged on, it just felt kind of ugh. And I did want to like it, but I'm not gonna just sit there. I didn't want to sit there and overly praise the thing, and then when I saw how many Ian Flynn fans are just fucking rising up, like they were all like gamers rise up. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put this freaking review I'm gonna put this freaking review on ice for a while because these freaking Ian Flynn fans right now are fucking crazy. So I'm gonna back away. And I wanted to like the IDW comics, and I remember when I did that actual review, I can't find the file for that anymore. But when I did the actual review, I really wanted to find something in the Metal Virus arc that I liked, but sadly I couldn't because it was all just retreads and just characters being stupid and a bunch of all this other shit. And like, Ian Flynn like looks at people who critique him and be like thinking that they're threats and shit. And it's like, no, we're not a threat. If you like seriously, I feel like people that can't take critiques for real, and I mean some people, if they can't respect the fact that you critique them, they got problems of their own. Probably dealing with them wanting them to be the very best that no one ever was, and the fact that they're not. The fact that they're not. The fact that you literally critique them and they're all like, "Hey, you don't know what you're talking about." You know. They'll they'll act rashly because they don't like it when negative shit is being talked about them, even when you're talking about a work that they did. Like there's this one dude that is getting like this one dude who made these people who made this Popeye game, right? And they're suing this one YouTuber because he didn't like the game. He reviewed it. He didn't like it. He reviewed it. He found nothing really good in it, and he reviewed it accordingly. And these people could not, for the life of them, these people could not for the life of them just let it go. They were like, no, we're gonna sue you for slander because you didn't like our thing. Because you didn't like our thing, we could sue you. Or if you want a more if you want a more example that everybody knows, Digital Homicide, when Jim Sterling didn't like their freaking poorly put together game. They were all pissed off because Jim Sterling gave them a bad review. And, it is what it is, and they could have tried to be like, okay, you did that. Okay, we're gonna make our next game better. But some people don't do that because some people are truly that petty. Petty. Why did I say petty? What the fuck is wrong with me? Petty. Sounds like something you get on sounds like something you get at Panera Bread. You're like, petty. Give me some of that bread with some of that petty. Yeah. But if you're that petty, right, you'll just do that. I just get tired of all these YouTubers that act like the moment someone criticizes them, it's like an act of goddamn war. And I've seen a bunch of these fans jump on not only just me, but a bunch of other people who just had the gall, the audacity to critique these motherfuckers. And they have actually good reasons. But no one wants to hear it because they want to protect their favorite YouTuber like it's their job. They're the reason. They're the only reason why these YouTubers are here. They're just like, we gotta protect them. We gotta protect them, man. Because we believe that we're their family. We gotta do that. And we don't have to do that. I say it, unless you know this YouTuber personally, you don't have to do none of that shit. But, that's how people are. They'll just try to do that shit because, they feel that personal connection with the YouTuber. And I'm just like, don't try to defend them. They're grown-ass people. The moment they need y'all motherfuckers to defend them is like when something's like really dire. Like when people were supporting Jacksepticeye after his dad died. That was okay. But people jumping into a YouTuber's fight with another YouTuber, guys, that's the epitome of stupid. Because whatever these YouTubers are beefing about, it has nothing to do with you guys. But for the people that for the people that still for the people that said, you know, Jacksepticeye's dead is burning, blah 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 blah. I just want to say to those people, because I never got to say when this was going on. Hey, lose a parent and then see how you feel. For those of you that have at least one parent, or if you're adopted, you know, if you got like actual like adoptive parents that are actually good to you and you lose one or two, see how you feel then. This was spurred on because I was just looking at this one person saying no negative comments. And I just was like, no, this person uses negative comments like people who critique them. They don't want to. You don't want to deal with those people. And it is a she, but I'm not gonna say who that she is. At the end of the day, it just kind of makes me feel like YouTube literally is made for the freaking people who just don't want to be challenged, don't want to be critiqued because critiquing has been shown to make people better and try to work harder at what they did. I mean, look at Scott Compton. I mean, let's not talk about the other stuff like the stuff that happened. Like, let's talk about how he made Five Nights at Freddy's based on the critique of Chipper and Sons. He made animatronics that were creepy because that's what they said in his critique. And made him make animatronics. You know, animatronics that are creepy, and regardless if you say, oh, well, they're overused now. Okay, they're probably overused, whatever. But he used their feedback to make something truly amazing and great. Am I wrong? That's what I'm trying to say. That, you know, he had a chance, like, he used the critiques to fuel his later project, which was Five Nights at Freddy's. That's the power of critiques, man. Instead of people always sitting there moaning about, like, this person said something about me and all this stuff, or something like that. Or, like, they actually critique your video, but you feel it's like a personal attack on you. Use that critique and make a better video and be like, boom! If they're being a dick to you, show those motherfuckers you can do better. Let that be a flame that you use as your fuel. Don't shoot that flame out at people. Use it as fuel. Instead of just, using the flame to burn everybody haphazardly. That's what you need to do. I'm gonna go now and probably go watch a little bit of X-Play, on my TV. I'm going to get in this bed right here. I'm gonna just lay down. Then I'm going to turn over here, which I'd probably have to move the TV out a little bit more. But, I can do that. But, That's all I got.
I'll see you all later.
Peace.